the dégagé.
The what?
The it's like right here. This is called
the clavicle.
There's a fancy French name, like
a negligee is like your nightgown and stuff, your lingerie.
Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm.
You said negligee. I'm just.
It's dégagé. We'll look it up after, because trying to educate black people on camera just never works out.
Okay.
Greetings, Earthlings. How are you guys doing? We're feeling real serene at peace. Like, Ivy done cleaned her house and, she feeling like a new person. Got the fall candle. Is that a fall sweater on that candle I see over there?
Man, I need to go get a
Bed Bath.
Can we, since we're going to the store, can we? I don't know if they still on sale for $12.50. Hopefully.
At Bath and Body Works?
Yeah.
Yes, we can go.
Because if they are, then I have to get two.
Now, maybe it's best you go by yourself, because I'm not trying to get in trouble today. I'm not trying to buy any candles and you be pulling.
You ain't got no.
You be
I'm
pulling
gonna take that same
in.
candle in there with us, Miss. I need one of these.
Miss, I need one of these.
And we can bounce.
Y'all know it don't work like that, right? Especially when you go in the Bath and Body Works. You gotta walk around, you gotta smell stuff. And I need some hand soaps. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Sorry about our side conversation. We've missed y'all yet again. We're really excited.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this episode too. Because we just brainstormed and we talked about it. And a lot of stuff that we talk about kind of just all ties in together. And so this one is a little different. So I'm super excited.
Well, we so excited here that let's just get it right here. Let's get it. It's ski. What's that song?
It's skitty.
It's skitty. It's the young, yes, it's the young people song. So this topic today is just about our perspective that's changed on certain things that we noticed as we've gotten older, kind of. Maybe when we were younger, it's like, oh, I'm never doing that. Oh, that's not a thing. And as we gotten older, we've realized how it's become a thing. Yeah. And how, what's that called? Like maturity. Mm-hmm. Is that what that would be? So, maturing and whatever, trying to be an adult and trying to expand our mindset on certain things. So we have, I can't count, 3 topics that we've chosen, and then we're just going to discuss a little bit about how our perspective changed. We love this topic. We really excited.
Tell people you're passionate about this one and it's your favorite one.
We passionate about this one. It is our favorite topic. Every topic is I feel like every topic we do is like, oh, this is not necessarily better, but it's like, oh, I love this one too. So this is just how our perspective have changed on things. So 1, life timelines. Go ahead, because you were real passionate on the phone about this one. Go ahead and tell the people.
Just how you expect your life to go. When I was 16, okay, and just a preface,
Okay.
You're dumb at 16. You think you know.
You know nothing.
And you don't know. And so, like most mothers and daughters, me and my mama were button heads, and I swear that she didn't know nothing that she was talking about. Mm-hmm. And I had a boyfriend and I was so in love. And at that time, teen mom was like, don't laugh. Teen mom was like the big thing on TV. And so my mom was like, you having sex and you gonna get pregnant. And I'm like, but these girls on Teen Moms and I got my dude, we good. We gonna be together. And so dumb. Oh, whew. Like, thank God that was not it, because I was gonna be with him. We were gonna be together. You couldn't tell me nothing. And
you was gonna have your baby. And be on Teen
have my baby, be on Teen Mom, working, going to school. You don't know what you talking about. I'm a whore worker.
That's scary.
That is so scary. Oh my gosh. And then he broke up with me because my mom would never let me go nowhere.
Because she wants you to get pregnant so that she could be on Teen Mom. Right.
So that, I was stupid. Mm-hmm. So now, looking at life timelines, my life definitely has not gone the way that I thought. Of course, I thought I would go to college once. True. But just, where I am, to be my age, to be working, taking care of myself. And of course you think I'm going to be able to take care of myself, but be able to live that. And it's like, I have friends, I'm traveling, I have my own life. Mm-hmm. And never did I think that my life would be like this. Never did I think I would be working in insurance. Didn't know anything about insurance, and I love my job. I love what I do. I have people that I love in my life.
People that kind of like you.
People that kind of like me, and never did I think I'd be to the point that my brothers can text me and be like, "Hey, can I have some money?" And I can just be like, "Yeah."
Right.
Like, that for me is a big thing, because, you know, I love my brothers so much.
Right.
Chaz and Sandon and Ivan, I love all of them. But, you know, Chaz and Sandon hit me up all the time, and it's like,
they broke ass.
Hey, sis. Hey, how you doing? What you want?
Right.
Can I have some money? Yeah, I'll send it to you. And PayPal be saving their life, boy. It's like, and my brother Sandon does music. This is just side note. And so he'll be, can you send me $18 for this beat? And it's like, sure, honey.
Because you got to support the dream. Ain't nobody out here supporting the dream. I got to support the dream.
But yeah, definitely just my perspective on what I thought life was going to be. And at 16, didn't, you know, you don't see past right now. So now
Right.
it's like, okay, so now I'm 24. I'm planning for the future. I got a 401k. I got to save. I got to travel. I got to make sure that I can help my brothers when they need help. And so perspective is just way different. And I can definitely now see past the right now. And I think that's been the biggest shift for me.
You know, I think when you're young, you do have, like, society has put towards you, like, you gotta grow up, you gotta go to college, you gotta get a degree, you gotta have a career, you gotta have a family, you gotta have a house, but the house gotta come before the family. And then you have the family, but you don't want no more than like 2.5 kids. Mm-hmm. And then you gotta get a dog, and then you gotta retire at 65, and then that's when you travel the world with your husband. And you live the rest out, and you like die in bed with your family surrounding you. And so when you have like this whole life timeline, you feel that that's exactly what you have to do without taking into account that things change, your mind changes. At first, you wanted a family when you were 5, playing dolls and pretending to be the mama, house. And then you grow up and it's like, oh, I hate children. And I don't ever want them. Oh, marriage? And I was telling Ivy, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go, you're gonna get married. Oh, I didn't know I would marry a woman. Oh, I like women. Oh, we ain't gonna have kids? We have to adopt them? Or like, what's the sperm, the injection? IV?
Yeah, IV.
Intravenous?
Sure.
That, society, may hate us because they don't believe in gay people. I am not gay, but I'm just saying, like, just thinking when you're young how you have this timeline and you grow up and it's not really what you thought it would be, or things have changed, and so it's like this straight line. This is what you need to do, and this is your line.
Like when you wanted to move to Alaska.
That was still straight, ma'am. We were still up here.
And then it...
Okay. So I think we've learned to really just do things on your time. And if you don't want to do that, you do not have to do that. Society's going to press you to do certain things. You're going to pressure yourself. But that's really you adopting other people's views and opinions. Is not you using your own brain and pushing yourself to do what you want to do. So, what are you going to do in 5 years? I think that's a bullshit question. I don't know. Duh. What is 5 years gonna do in me should be the question. Like, what's gonna happen to me in 5 years? So, and of course it's good to have goals and to aspire to do things, but not everything has to be timed. Not everything has to fit within this little box. 2 years I want to do this, and then I'm gonna do this. It's like, you're gonna do that until
it's time to stop.
And that's it. So, and I know for me, like with jobs, I've changed jobs a lot because it's like, oh, I don't want to be stuck anywhere and I want to keep going up the ladder. And it's like, but what's wrong with being where you are for a long periodically of time? Okay, thank you. So, that's a real word. And so,
whatever you say.
I think timelines can like hinder us, and then they can project us forward, but not putting so much effort, like not putting so much.
Is that what's the word, like, for you? Thought. It's just not.
Yeah, just doing it. Yeah, just doing it when it comes, and not, oh, I'm at this job. Okay, I'm gonna stay here for a year, and then I'm gonna look for something else. Because in 5 years, I want to have a house. And it's like, or you could just work on all those things now. Like, why do you have to wait to a certain stage in your life? Like when I got married, I was what? How old am I now?
23.
I was 23. Which seemed to be young. Like, at the time, it didn't feel young. And then after I got married, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't think. But my friends told me they weren't going to take me back, so I had no choice but to get married. They made me get married. But I wanted to get married, too. But once we got married, at first when I was feeling like it was too young, then I'm like, this is what's supposed to happen because it's supposed to happen. Moving on to relationships. So as far as relationship, because relationship can be broad, we tighten it up just saying, like, having just a few little tidbits, having it all together, what we need in a relationship and what looks like a successful relationship. Mine is real small because I didn't ever want to get married anyways, and I just feel like a relationship is what you want it to be as a relationship. Like, it doesn't have to be the male is the breadwinner, you are in the house taking care of the children, and you have a little hobby knitting sweaters that you sell for the holidays. Just kind of getting away from those gender norms that we've grown up with, especially as millennials. Relationships are not now what they used to be. And so my perspective about just being with who you want to be with and doing what y'all want to do. And not, you have to do this because you're the man and I have to do this. Now, you will have to take out the trash because I'm not taking out no damn trash. Okay.
For me, it's kind of the same thing. You just, when you're a kid, it's kind of that Disney fairy tale princess. Some dude is going to come, sweep you off your feet. He's going to take care of you. And, you're just going to be the woman. And for me, that is not what I'm looking at. I'm looking for somebody who is going to be, well, not looking for somebody because I got a nigga. But, you know what I'm saying?
You got one, sis? Did you remember that you had one?
Yeah. But in a relationship, for me, I need commitment and I need respect. Okay,
right.
Well, first, God.
Amen. But that is a word.
Commitment and respect, because no relationship is gonna be perfect. It doesn't. You don't have to make more than me. You don't have to have the car and the house and the perfect credit score before we can move forward. Because it's life. And if we are on this path, we're supposed to be together. We're gonna get married, and we'll work towards those things together. So it doesn't, to me, have to be like I have to get with this person. They have to take care of me because I can take care of myself. I'm trying to get with a person who is trying to build with me. What can you bring to the table as well? Because I'm not trying to stay home and knit. If we, and
you're not very creative.
I'm not. So I need to go to work.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Just somebody who I can have a partnership with and respect, because to me, even in my relationship, you don't like the other person all the time. But if I respect you, there are certain things that I'm not going to do, certain things I'm not going to say out of respect. And then my commitment piece is me saying, even when I don't like you, I've committed to this relationship to be with you, this
and
marriage,
work it out.
In a marriage, of course. And we're going to work it out. So for me, I think just a more adult look at it, because we always talk about how marriage is a business decision. You be with a person because you love them, but then when you start talking about marriage, you have, tied finances, y'all legally are bound together. So, more than just a fairy tale, I love you and you love me, because love is not enough all the time. Right.
And I think that's a really good point that you just brought up, that love isn't the only
it's not
thing.
Enough.
Like you want it to be.
And it's not.
And, just, saying I've adopted is like, I love you, but I love myself more. So we have to, what's that big word people say? See, I'm choking. Compromise.
Yeah.
We just go to tip number 3 because I think that's just a theory.
But
she's
doing
created
it.
That. I'm doing it, and it's like, I guess it's working out. That's funny. Okay, so 3. This is the one that we are most passionate about of the tips, because when we were talking on the phone, it's like, wow, that has changed. And it's not something that you would have thought of, I guess, 10, 12 years ago, especially not in college when we was doing our own thing, getting drunk. I don't know where that came from. It just came out of my mouth. So needs, our perspective on needs have changed. Do you want to, Ivy's was more of forgiveness and acceptance, and then mine was vulnerability. So we'll just, if you want to go ahead, if you want to talk about yours.
Oh, yeah. So for me, we talk about Dean all the time, and Dean has really just helped us work through a lot of stuff. And for me,
is that why we drinking coffee at almost noon?
And
What is happening?
She texted us like, "What's going on with the video?"
Right. It's like, ooh, we got somebody to keep us accountable, like real accountability.
But for me, just acceptance, like, I've, been vocal just about my mom, and my relationship with my mom has always been kind of difficult. Right now we're at a really good point, and I'm really happy, but that took me doing the work of changing my perspective on acceptance. So, when we were kind of at odds, it's like, well, I don't need her. She don't have to be in my life. I don't have to talk to her. I can do my own thing. And she would always say, no matter how mad you are at me, I'm the only mom that you have.
Right.
And so it's like, so what? Like, I'm doing fine. I'm in school. I'm working. I'm taking care of myself. And then one day it's like, when she dies, you're going to be sad.
Right.
Because that's the only mom that you have. And so she may not do everything the way that you want her to do it. She may not say things that you think she should say or think that she should do. But she's the only mom that you have. So you have to accept her for who she is. And then have a relationship on that level. So,
right.
If it's certain things y'all can't talk about,
certain things you can't talk about. Right.
But, whatever you have to do to make the relationship functionable. And to me, we may have had our odds with her being my parent, but she may be a great grandparent. So, why would I
limit?
Yeah, why would I live, and then rob one of my kids and rob her also the opportunity of being able to do that.
To develop their own relationship.
Right, their own relationship with her. So I'm really grateful for just acceptance. You have to accept people. And my mom is just an example. And that's just for anybody who, may be struggling with a relationship for a parent. And I just say that to be very transparent and to be very relatable, because I know, that's a real thing. Even if you're not talking to them, it can, your relationship can be strained or whatever. So just accepting people for who they are and loving them on the level that they are, and then building a relationship on
from
that.
there.
If it's
like
somebody,
meeting them where they are.
Yeah,
and
if
not
it's somebody
expecting
that you want in your life, just accepting. Stop. Like, the minute you stop trying to change them and you just see them for who they are, then it takes all the work off of you, because then every time you see them, it's like, oh, I'm trying to fix this, trying to fix this, trying to fix this. Versus just letting them be and you be, and let the relationship be what it's gonna be.
Wow, that was beautiful. I do not cry on camera, please, because I don't know what to do. But I'm here for you.
Girl, you better stop acting like you don't know what to do and go on with your tip. Faking for these people.
To add on to Avi's forgiveness and acceptance, I think something to highlight, something that I've learned about it, is that forgiveness means change too. And change is a slow process. That's why it takes so long to fully forgive someone, because you're really battling with like your own thoughts and your own, I guess, expectations of that person too. And it does change starts within. Ow. And so you kind of, it hurts, yes. And acceptance starts within as well, for you to be able to show that mercy on that person. And because we are Jesus lovers and Jesus followers, amen, we have to really work on adopting those characteristics that he showed other people. And you do have to forgive. And not forgiving the other person is limiting the potential that you have just in the world, and the potential that you have on new relationships, because you're not able to fully forgive something in this old relationship. Like, how you gonna start something new and practice forgiveness in a new relationship when you're not even doing that in something that's already established? So that was good. Mine is need for vulnerability. Okay, now naturally I'm a bulldog.
Get a little vulnerable.
Okay, I'm one of those like, oh, fuck you people. Like, oh, I don't have to deal with you anymore. You're out of my life. Goodbye. Because nothing gets me down. You do not affect me. You do not influence me. I don't need you. I'm not going to tell my feelings to you. I'm just going to be pissed at you. And so vulnerability while being in a marriage, I noticed, has had to be critical, because I have to tell you things that you've done that's affected me, and not you figure it out because you should know me. And that's how I felt at first. And it took Dean for her to say, like, the way you argue is the way your children are going to argue. So I can't have this, oh, I'm mad at you, don't talk to me, or I'm not mad at you, but I really am. I just had to come out and say, like, this is how I feel. You did this. You doing this made me feel this way, and how we can work to move forward. And I've just always been a person that didn't want anyone thinking that they ruffled my feathers, and not because I'm like better than anyone, but like I could just prove I don't need people. And that was like a really strong thing for me to hold on to this identity of I can be bad by my damn self. And although I can, it's this African proverb. And I'm not going to say it because you know I'm going to butcher it. And the way you just looked at me discouraged me. So, but it's kind of like, if you want to get somewhere, you have to get somewhere with people. You have to get somewhere with support. And if you want to be Billy Badass and you can do it all on your own.
If you want to go quick, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I think that's what it is.
And look, you got your little African scarf on. Since you knew it, you could have already have said it. Instead of having me here struggling.
Man, please wrap up your tip.
Now my coffee cold. And so
spitting on it with your and wafting it with your hands.
You know I'm a hand talker. And so that's really it. Just a need for vulnerability. Just the need to be open, honest, and transparent with people. And to be a little sensitive. And I thought being sensitive meant you was a punk or a wimp. And now it's like, you hurt my feelings and we need to talk about it. And I kind of like being that person. Not really wearing my feelings on my sleeve kind of thing. But just allowing you inside a little bit and not pretending like nothing bothers me. Skirt. Is that it?
Yeah.
Because you know we're trying to go eat, right? Like not to rush, but to rush. But
yeah.
All right. Well, that's all that we had to say on this topic. This topic was kind of like a more personal,
definitely
kind of topic. A little serious compared to like the other ones the other videos and topics and mini episodes that we've done. We kind of just wanted to get down and talk a little deeply about things that you don't realize have changed. And then it's like, oh, I guess you're not really that person. Mysterious Red says something. I can't. Why do I always try to think of things that people said? Okay.
Yeah.
You can be happy without everything going your way. Even when you can't remember topics and quotes. Don't let people get you down. Share this, comment, like, subscribe. Espanol for subscribe. Tell your mama and them, Aunt Pat. And y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye. Man.